What is going on, everybody? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet another video for you all. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about the 4 potential catalysts for the next crypto bull run. As always, I like to preface by saying that I'm not a financial advisor, but rather, I always try to put you guys on the plays that I'm in. And remember, there's always a link in the description below for Moomoo, and you can get your 15 free stocks when you deposit money into your trading account. Take advantage of free money when it presents itself to you. This article came out from CryptoBriefing.com stating 4 potential catalysts for the next crypto bull run. The first one listed here is a Fed pivot reducing pressure on crypto. One of the most widely discussed catalysts, they state, that could give crypto and other risk assets a boost is an end to the Federal Reserve's monetary tightening policies. We know that the Fed has continued to increase interest rates to help combat inflation and decrease demand. When prices for goods, commodities, and energy reach untenable levels, central banks step in to bring prices down to avoid long-lasting damage to their economies. So right now, with the Fed continuously increasing interest rates and trying to combat inflation, unfortunately, markets like crypto are hit the hardest. The more risk on an asset is, the more downward pressure we tend to see during these times. So one thing that, of course, could potentially lead to a bull run is whenever we see a reduction in pressure on crypto from a Fed pivot. And right now we're starting to slowly see that. And you saw that CBDC is no longer going to be a thing that they're focused on for at least the foreseeable future. Number 2, Fintech crypto adoption. Although crypto assets have made huge strides in recent years, their benefits are still fairly inaccessible to the average person. Like my parents, they have no idea how to invest in crypto. So what do they tell me? Hey, Ahmed, please put in some money for us into whatever cryptocurrencies you believe in. So, of course, I have diversified their portfolios with a bunch of different crypto assets, including Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum. My dad even decided to dabble into Dogecoin on his personal portfolio. And I was like, well, that's up to you. If you want to take something more risky, Shiba Inu, of course. So again, the average person still doesn't really understand it or know how to obtain it. Use cases such as cross-border transfers, blockchain banking, DeFi are in demand right now, but the simple, easy-to-use infrastructures to mass onboard users has not yet been developed. So when this occurs, that could be another indicator for a huge turnaround in crypto. Number 3, the Bitcoin halving. And this is not talked about very much in the crypto sphere, especially within the crypto YouTube space, but I think this is something that we need to pay attention to. Coincidence or not, a new bull rally has historically commenced shortly after Bitcoin protocol halves its mining rewards every 210,000 blocks. You see it in 2021, 2016, and then in 2020. All the different times that it happened, we see a pretty significant rally following the halving. This catalyst has predicted every major bull run since the first Bitcoin halving in late 2012 and likely to continue to do so in the future. So the question then becomes, when is the next Bitcoin halving? At the current rate of block production, the next Bitcoin halving is set to take place sometime in late February of 2024. A lot of people are saying that the market might turn around next year, but if it doesn't, well, February 2024 would be historically the pinpoint at which the market will start to turn bullish from its current bearish trend. And last but not least, point number 4. And again, something that is not talked about widely, loss of trust in central banks. The last potential bull run catalyst is the most speculative of the examples listed in this article, but one that's definitely worth discussing. In recent months, the deficiencies in major central bank run economies have become increasingly apparent. Most world currencies have plummeted against the US dollar. Bond yields have appreciated substantially as confidence in national economies decreases. And the central banks of Japan and the UK have resorted to buying their own government's debt to prevent defaults in policy of yield curve control. So again, right now what's happening in the world is there is so much commotion and so many things that are going wrong. And of course, the last thing somebody's worried about is a risk on asset like crypto. But after these things start to slowly turn, people do understand that digital currencies do actually make sense. Decentralized digital currencies are sensible as a form of payment, as a form of currency. And when we see the mass adoption, with everything else that's happening when it comes to inflation, loss of trust with current central banks, we don't know what's going to happen. But again, I think that is when we will start to see things pick back up in crypto, including my favorite asset, Shiba Inu, of course. I appreciate you guys' love and support. Make sure you smash that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. That's all I have for you guys today. So until next time, everybody, as always, keep investing. Peace.